Look, mister, I never saw you before. I never did anything to you. Oh, no, 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 please. I never did anything to anybody to deserve... Oh, help, help, help me. Oh, I'm burning. Oh, stop it, stop it.
Nothing is accomplished by prayer alone. We need two things to build the Sunday School Annex: the Lord's blessing and your contributions. The Lord has done his part. Now, let us see you do yours. While Deacon Thatcher and his assistants pass the collection trays, we will be honored by Master Herman Barker, who will render Rock of Ages on his violin.
How did you like our little surprise?
I was never so disgusted in my life. It sounded like a cat goggling razor blades.
I thought Herman played very well.
I did. I didn't miss a note.
And you didn't miss showing this town that we're raising a weakling. I was against wasting money on fiddle lessons. We need it for other things.
Music will give him character.
It's making a sissy out of him, and nothing disgusts me more than a sissy.
I ain't a sissy, Ma. I can clobber any kid my size around here.
Did you ever clobber anyone?
No. But I could if I wanted to.
Herman isn't a sissy. He's strong as the other boys.
Oh, is that so? Well, Herman was sawing that fiddle in church. What was the other boys doing?
Listening.
Not on your life. Show 'em, boys.
Where did you get these?
Out of the collection plate.
Without anyone being the wiser. That took guts.
How long has this been going on?
Oh, a couple of weeks. It was their own idea. I thought it was kind of cute.
Pretty slick, eh, Pop?
Last week we got over $1.
What kind of a mother are you? Letting your son steal from church?
Not letting them, George. Encouraging them.
It's going to stop.
No, it's going to continue. Because I've decided that's the only way they'll ever have anything. What can you give them?
An education.
An education. You had one. What good did it do you?
Oh, I live a decent life.
A decent life? Do you call patch pants, darn stockings, and this run-down flea bag a decent life?
Well, we're in a depression. Things will get better.
You bet they will. Because I'm teaching my kids to take what they want.
I'd rather they were fiddle players than crooks.
Fiddle players? Ma, they'll be fiddle players over my dead body. Go practice on that.
Pop, look what you done. You gonna let her get away with that?
Really?
Here, he's just like you, a sissy that won't fight back. I tell you, there's only one thing that's worth anything in this world, and that's guts. I'm aiming to teach my kids to show plenty of it.
Lloyd, you get over by that box office and whistle if you see anybody coming.
Got you. Herman, you get the money.
How come I gotta swipe the money?
Because that's the way Ma planned it.
And if you don't do what she says, she's gonna beat the tar out of you. I don't care. I don't want to do it.
All right, then. I'll do it. You do my job. Let's get going.
Oh, the moon shines bright tonight on pretty red wings. Oh, the moon shines bright on pretty red wing.
Charlie, will you stop kicking around here and hit the hay? We gotta pull out of here tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Reach right up there in that old sky and got me a whole handful of that moon. Yes, sir, I'm loaded with moonshine.
Will you shut up and go to bed, or I'll can you right here on the spot?
Bright on pretty red wing.
Where are you taking me?
To jail. Maybe the sheriff can get it out of you who that other kid was.
Gee, you think Herman will blab? He's kind of chicken.
I don't know, but we better get home and tell Ma.
Yeah.
Honey, why is it we're always at each other's throats?
I don't know. I guess we just think differently.
We didn't used to.
No. We're something special.
What's that?
Must be the boys coming home.
Coming home at this hour in the morning? Katie? What's going on here? Tomorrow's a school day.
Why don't you leave my boys to me?
We got the loot, Ma. Mrs. Barney caught Herman.
We were lucky. We didn't get caught.
What, Carney? What loot? Where did you get the cash box?
Will you shut up and let me handle this? Where's Herman now?
The sheriff dragged him to jail.
You mean Herman let himself get caught?
Carney was too fast for him.
The sheriff's got him now.
Lousy 56 bucks. Chicken feed.
Did you know about this, Ma?
Well, of course I knew about it. I cased the setup and helped him plan it.
For the love of heaven, Ma, what are you making out of our boys?
I ain't got time to argue with you now. I gotta get down to that sheriff's office and get Herman out. That's stealing.
Just as sure as there's a God in heaven, Ma, you're going to be struck down for what you're teaching our sons.
Ah, shut up.
You're not going to town in that get-up.
Well, what else would a worried mother wear when she reports her kidnapped son to the police?
Pop, can we go on and watch the fun?
You boys get to bed.
Oh, come on, Pop. Let's catch the fun.
Get to bed.
Should have asked Ma. She wears a pants in the family.
It's all a mistake, Ma. This guy says I was in on a heist.
A heist? What is that?
But you know, Ma, stealing.
My goodness, I hope you don't think my boys have been stealing.
That's right, lady.
Where are your other boys, Mrs. Barker?
Why, they're home at bed, of course.
Been there all night?
Why, certainly they have. They're growing boys, and I insist that they get to bed every night at 8:30. I don't know what got into Herman wandering around so late at night like this.
How'd you know he'd be here?
Well, I didn't know. I went into his room to see if he was covered up. He's had the sniffles, you know. And he was gone. Not having a phone, and not knowing which way to turn, I came running down here to see if you could help me.
Look, Sheriff, I'm out 150 bucks, and I want you to do something about it.
My goodness, it don't seem like that carnival took in that much business.
How would you know, lady?
That'll be enough, you two. Mrs. Barker, it's beginning to look like your boy is mixed up in the theft of this man's money.
I don't see how that could be. I've always raised my sons to be honest and God-fearing. Why, they go to church every Sunday.
I'm not interested in whether they go to church or not, Mrs. Barker. Fact of the matter is, your boys are under suspicion for several other robberies around here.
That's a lie.
That's a fact, Mrs. Barker. And if I hear about their being mixed up in anything else around here, I'm going to run you and your brood right out of town.
Talk about police persecution. You're nothing more than...
That'll be all, Mrs. Barker. Now take your brat and get out of here.
You gonna prosecute this little crook?
On the evidence you've given me?
What about this kid starting up my merry-go-round?
Oh, by the way, my good man, here's a quarter for my boy's ride. I don't want you to think I'm ungrateful. Come along, sweetheart.
What did I do, Ma? What did I do?
What did you do, you numbskull? You got caught, that's what you did. Doc was supposed to start the merry-go-round, and you were supposed to take the money.
I was scared, Ma.
Next time, don't try to change plans.
I won't, Ma. Honest.
Don't get caught. Understand? Don't get caught.
Don't worry, Ma. I won't. Ever again.
Better not let Ma catch you with that fiddle.
She said I could have it. She even said I could have a new one.
Yeah, if you got enough guts to steal the money to get it.
All right, boys. Time for school.
Oh, Ma, we gotta go to school.
Of course you do.
You could write the principal we're sick.
Let him think my kids are sickly.
You could write that Grandma was dead.
Grandma was buried 10 years ago.
So what? We could dig her up and have another funeral.
That ain't funny.
This story in the newspaper isn't very funny either. Thieves broke into the office of the Wilder Carnival last night and made off with over $300.
A cheapskate.
Herman Barker, son of Mr. and Mrs. George Barker.
You're famous.
There it is in black and white for the whole town to see.
Well, what's wrong with that? Says here they didn't have enough evidence. That sheriff can't pin anything on my boys. Herman is innocent.
I've had enough of this. I'm going to give you boys a whipping that's long overdue. I'll show you who's head of this house.
Look out!
Katie, we're going to have an understanding right now.
You bet we are.
We're going to decide which way our boys are going.
I've already decided.
The way you're leading, they'll all wind up in prison.
Not my boys. But if I have to choose between dying in prison or dying in the poorhouse, there's not much choice between them.
Katie, what makes you so hard? What makes you so dead set against law and order?
It's not the law I hate.
Living my whole life and growing old and dying and never having anything or seeing anything or being anything.
There's millions like us.
No, like neither ain't. I growed up in a family of 10 kids. Wormy corn pone, watered gravy.
Katie, the Bible says man does not live by bread alone, but by...
Stop it. That's why I was always so scrawny. Too much Bible and too little beef. Too many Psalms and too little sow belly. I was sick of the litter. When I did get any dresses, they was faded from washing and worn from wearing, with frizzly hems from too much letting down. My toes played this little piggy through every cheap pair of cotton stockings I ever had. George, did you ever wear bloomers?
Katie, we're talking about the boys.
I'm talking about bloomers. My bloomers. Hand-me-downs from 7 sisters. And my playmates used to love to shove me down on the playground so my dress would fly up and you could see old homestead flower written across my bottom. A girl doesn't forget those things.
Katie, the soul can rise above any pain or shame.
Oh, you mealy-mouther. What good's a soul without a body to carry it around in? And a body needs food. And food takes money. And how much money do you bring into this house?
Jobs are scarce.
The boys can steal more in 1 week than you can make in a month.
Money isn't everything.
Every time you do get a few bucks ahead, you spend it on some stupid thing like a book or a dog or fiddle lessons.
There's nothing disgraceful about being poor. Some of our greatest Americans came from poverty. Take Abraham Lincoln.
If I ever take a Lincoln, it won't be an Abraham. It'll be a 16-cylinder job that'll take me out of this place at 90 per. You wanted an understanding. Well, you're gonna get it. We don't need your chicken feed. We don't need you. So why don't you beat it? Why don't you take your things and get out of here?
Take me with you, please.
Son, I'll send for you.
Now, you say the Chinaman keeps his money here on the floor of the laundry?
Yeah, Ma, it's in the barrel.
Barrel?
Yeah, you should hear him every time we go in there. He says, "Wind bellow sheeple, no more lonely. We go back to China."
Oh, I got news for that Chinaman. He ain't going nowhere. Now, let's be serious.
Well, boys,
Boys, say goodbye to your father.
We'll be seeing you.
Have a good trip.
Don't take any wooden nickels.
You're just running us out of town because we're poor.
I'm running you out of town, Mrs. Barker, because you robbed the Chinaman, but I can't prove it.
Why, you're worse than a Bolsheviki. Just wait till I write my congressman about you. Denying the rights of an honest citizen. A poor widow woman at that. Where'll we go?
I don't know, Mrs. Barker, but the further the better, and don't you come back, because if you do, I'll put you and your whole brood in jail.
Sticks and stones may break our bones. Names will never hurt us. And so we drove into a future unprejudiced against childish pranks. Years passed, and my boys grew into fine young men.
How was the rehearsal, Ma?
Lloyd, it was lousy.
Ma, we gonna do the job tomorrow?
No, Doc, we're too rusty. We're going to rehearse it a few more times.
Oh, Ma, look, I'm tired of rehearsing.
Herman, you need it the most. As the armored car reaches this point, I come tearing out of here like I'm out of control. I cut in ahead of him.
And the guards kill you with machine guns fire.
Now, who'd shoot an innocent old lady all alone in her car? Before they have recovered from their surprise.
Herman cuts in behind and blocks them. I jump out and shoot tear gas through that side port. When that front guard opens up, I let him have it.
Fine. Herman?
Well, I come down the other side. When the driver gets out...
Go on.
Well, I knock him out.
You kill him, Herb.
And don't chicken out.
Don't you worry about Herman. He may be squeamish, but he always does his part. Lloyd?
I stay in the second car and drop the guard when he unbuttons the rear door.
What if he doesn't open up, Doc?
I grab the guard's keys, unlock the rear door, swing it open, and jump back.
I spray the inside with a full clip. Us boys grab the money.
And we make our getaway as planned and rehearsed. Shoot him, Herman.
Hello, Central. There's a holdup. Machine guns and everything. Right out there. Councilland and Madison.
Give us a hand!
Give him a hand.
I can't, Ma. You're shaking like a leaf.
I said give him a hand.
machine gun.
You drunk again, Art?
Gentleman does not get drunk. He becomes inebriated.
Ah, you're skunk. Mom, when are you gonna get rid of this booze hound?
Oh, he's harmless. Besides, I'm married to him.
Until death do us part.
Say, don't go giving me ideas. Boys. What do you want?
I was wondering if I might have my portion of that king's ransom.
Oh, yeah. Here's a half a sawbuck. Get back down to the speakeasy and finish getting fried.
Well, at least the tavern keeper is an articulate conversationalist.
Yeah. Well, just be sure you don't say nothing you shouldn't.
That is, Art, unless you want to wake up stone dead someday.
Oh, my lips are sealed.
Look, Ma, you're pretty smart. But that old coot, he's going to get us in a jam one of these days. Just you wait and see.
Well, if I'm wrong about him, I'll get rid of him.
Well, how much do you think we got?
About 15,000.
Well, you said we get about twice that much.
Oh, stop crying. We got more than enough to get Freddie out of the big house. Get me an envelope. Hurry.
You're not gonna send 10 grand through the mails, are you, Ma?
Of course not. Herman's taking it.
Why me?
Well, Doc might spend it on dames. Lloyd might throw a party. And you haven't got the nerve to do anything less than I tell you.
Well, look, Ma, 10 grand, that makes Fred a little expensive and leaves us a little short, don't it?
Don't fret. This is chicken feed to what we're gonna get.
You planning a big one, Ma?
Yep. And I'll tell you about it when I get good and ready. Now, I gotta write Freddie and let him know he's getting sprung.
You'd rather play with the mouse and read a letter from home?
It ain't a mouse, it's a hamster.
Read the letter. Might be good news.
Where'd you get the ship?
Connections?
Put it away.
Read the letter.
Al, I'm getting sprung. Ma's already put up the money.
I wish I had a ma like that.
She's throwing a big blowout for me when I get home.
I'll be there.
Stop dreaming, you got 2 years to go.
Now, Alvin Karpis, they shorten your hitch for digging coal.
All the coal you could dig, I could stick in my ear.
I got organization. The lifers are digging for me. They're not going anywhere. I slip them candy, cigarettes, money.
Al, I'd like you. You got brains.
Yeah, Freddie. But more important than brains, guts.
What'd you do that for?
Everything squeals when it dies. Pigs, calves, people. I never heard a hamster squeal.
Yeah. Like I said, Ma'll like you real good.
Ma, what's Machine Gun Kelly doing coming here anyway?
Well, it seems Dillinger and Babyface Nelson did a pretty good job. So Kelly wants me to plan a kidnap.
A kidnap? That's crazy, Ma. The FBI, they'll wring us out like dish rags.
Oh, we don't handle the body. Kelly takes that risk.
Well, that's different. Hey, you suppose he'll bring that living doll of a girlfriend with him?
You lay off her. She's 10 cents a yard material.
But beautiful.
But stupid.
But beautiful.
But stupid. Now lay off her. No games.
Honey, why give our good money to an old bag? I've already planned the deal.
Ma's the best in the business.
I'm as smart as Ma Barker. You know, the trouble with you is when you look at me, all you think of is this. You never take time to find out what's up here.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Ma's price is.
I hear she has body by Fisher. Man.
Any fisherman knows he'll get stuck if he fools around with the hooks.
Come in. Come in.
All right. Hi, Ma.
Hello, Kelly.
Oh, this is my girlfriend, Lou.
Oh. Well, pleased to meet you. Come on in. This is my boy, Doc. He's quite a ladies' man.
Lou, honey, let's get lost while Ma and Kelly talk business, huh?
Oh, Kelly. No wonder you like to take Lou with you wherever you go.
I don't get you, Ma.
She leads real easy.
You're much older than I thought. May I call you Grandma?
I ain't a grandma yet. I keep my boys away from the likes of you.
Hey, Lou, honey, Ma sure topped you that time.
Appears to me like Lou's the kind of a girl who's always getting topped. Well, let's get down to business. You want to plan a kidnap with a man named Jackson.
How did you know that?
Never mind. You ain't got a dime.
Well, he certainly has. He's a millionaire.
His home is mortgaged. His car ain't paid for. He gets $20,000 a year, and his wife's jewels are all in hock.
I don't believe it.
Oh, honey. Just because you had a few dates with him while his wife was out of town.
That's a lie. She was there all the time.
Yeah. Some girlfriend you got, Kelly.
Well, Ma, it was part of casing the job.
I'll plan your job with fatter fish.
How much?
50 grand.
Why, you old battle axe, we wouldn't give you...
Oh, sweet child. You say that again, and I'll rattle your tonsils till that mink turns into the rabbit it is. I got no time for cheats or phony blondes. Come and sit by my side if you love me. Do not hasten to bid me adieu. Just remember the Red River Valley, 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 and the cowboy who loved you so true. Well, babyface, I didn't know you knew Fred.
Why, him and me was classmates at Kansas State. Did you get the dough we sent?
Sure, how do you think I'm paying for this party?
Machine Gun Kelly should have talked to you before he snatched Jackson.
Oh? What happened?
The guy didn't have a crying dime.
What did you do with the skinny fish?
They had to throw him back. Say, who all is here tonight?
Well, there's Bonnie Davis, Big Fitz, and Homer Van Meter. Excuse me, I want to talk to somebody.
I guess you heard. We took a leaf from your book.
Not my book. It ain't written yet. But when it is, it won't have a stupid chapter like that Jackson job you pulled.
Can't a girl make one mistake? Like breathing? Honey, I'll still be around when you're worm bait.
You'll have awful tough chewing. Honey, I hope you won't feel out of place here tonight.
Well, no, why should I?
I reckon you've never met any big shots.
Oh, I've been around.
Yeah, in circles.
Up the gang and robbed a jewelry store. Then Lou said, Joey, I want a coat of sable, something fancy with a genuine label. But little Joe's luck was bad that day. He killed a cop to make his getaway. Little Joe was captured and landed in jail. He waited for Lou to put up his bail. But Lou's fickle fancy had taken a turn. To her new boyfriend she said, let him burn. In his lonely cell he said, I gotta make a break. I'm going stir crazy. I've had all that I can take. One thing I gotta do before I die is make her pay for having another guy. Joe made his escape with a smuggled-in saw, just one step ahead of the law. When he caught up to Lou, he had murder in his eye. Tearfully she pleaded, I'm too young to die. His smile was cold and deadly as he shot his girlfriend Lou. That's the last time you'll trifle on little Joe Carew. I know I'll get the hot seat, but one thing I gotta say, the lesson that I've learned in life is crime don't pay. Now, how about Lloyd?
Here's the rest of the story about little Joe Carew on trial for life for killing his girlfriend Lou. The judge said, little Joe, you're public enemy number one, and now you'll have to pay and pay for what you've done. Little Joe protested, said, I'm not to blame. The way she treated me was a low-down shame. Judge pounded with his gavel, said, look me in the eye. Tearfully Joe pleaded, I don't want to die. The judge was cold and solemn as he looked at Joe Carew. I sentence you to die for killing your girlfriend Lou. Maybe she'll be waiting at the pearly gates. Take him to the hot seat and chalk it up to fate. So ends the story about little Joe Carew. He's left this world to meet his girlfriend Lou.
All right, Bud. Don't muss the fur.
You know, I'm kind of stuck on that fur.
But if I have to work you over, you're going to become mighty unstuck.
Listen, you better take it easy, fella. Big as you are, you've got a long ways to fall.
Look, friend, nobody puts the rush on Machine Gun Kelly's girl.
Now, Kelly, you want to shoot it out with Johnny Dillinger, you better go outside. Don't you go messing around with my new furniture.
Dillinger?
You heard the name?
Yeah, sure, who hasn't? Say, you know, what I was saying about my baby doll, I mean, a lot of guys make passes at her.
And I bet she don't drop a single one.
Hey, that's a good one, Johnny. Huh, baby?
Well, that was close. Why didn't Ma go and stop there? I would like to see what would happen. A little action.
You've had enough of everything. And so have you. Watch it.
Aye. I'll lay you 10 to 5 that Dillinger could take him without mussing a hair. Al!
So you made it.
I told you I would.
Ma! Ma! This here's Al Karpis.
Hi, Ma.
Well, Al Karpis, I'm glad to see you. Fred's told me a lot about you, and if it's half as good as he says, you're okay in my book.
What'd he tell you? I was a fine, upstanding citizen?
Ma, imagine this guy. When we were in prison, he organizes a Boy Scout troop to help him shovel coal, huh, Al?
Yeah. They did their good turn.
Have you located yet, Al?
No, not yet.
Why don't you come in with us? Huh, Ma?
Sure, Al, sure. We'd be glad to have you.
Huh. Where are your boys, Ma?
Oh, well, it's Lloyd over there, and Doc and Herman are out on business.
Oh.
Said they should have been back a long time ago. Fred, go get Al a drink.
Step on it, kid, will you?
Oh, yeah.
Floorboard it!
What do we do if they catch us?
Just forget it, Herman. Hurry up, will you?
Doc.
Yeah.
Dig out.
You okay, Herm?
Yeah, dig out. I'm right behind you.
Hey, kid. Come on, I'll help you.
No, go on. Make up right behind you.
Okay.
Ma?
Where's Herman? Cops get him? Is he hurt?
Not anymore, Ma. He shot himself.
Oh, no.
Right through the head.
Why'd he do a stupid thing like that?